No free.
Ooh,
All right, we're live, and there's gonna be no. I'm gonna say it live. No freezing today, baby. We have
yeah.
fixed the bugs. We are good to go. So let's start this off with how we start off every show. Addy, do you have any pizza info?
I don't. I did apply to a pizza place as like a little part-time job. It's called Moto or Motto. It's like that pizza place where like you have to order and then they just hit you up like 3 months later because the wait list is that long and are like, yeah, your pizza's ready. And I saw a YouTube video on them. They're like, we're hiring, and like the pay is pretty legit, and it's like not it like I could still do like hella grip stuff and then like work there. So I put in an application to be like, oh, what? Because you get free pizza and like every day you work. I don't gotta wait 3 months. And they opened up a location near me, so hopefully they get back to me. Otherwise, whatever. Stay poor. But I did make meatballs for the first time in like 15 years yesterday. I don't think I ever made any at HQ, but I made the old meatball recipe, so it's a little pizza wise.
It's a good bump.
What you
It's
doing over there, bro?
I was taking a photo to do the let the Instagram folk know that
Yeah.
we are. My bad.
The cool thing is it's easier to eat pizza now because my hair is like
Oh yeah.
a foot shorter.
So there's already comments. We got Jerry. He wrote, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! Did Addy get a haircut?" And then we got even Josh Young saying, "Haircut info." So hit him with the haircut info.
Dude,
Tell
bro.
the tale,
There
Addy.
it is.
Tell the tale.
There it is, bro. Dude, I went to get a trim and instead I got a lobbing off of the hair. I
love
wore
it.
my
love it.
I wore my Sovereign of Street t-shirt, the scooter t-shirt, because it has a red bar like right here, and I was like, oh, that'll be a good reference for the person. And it's been like 2.5 years since I got my hair cut, so I told her, yeah, basically cut it at the bar, which is like right here, kind of lined up with the armpit. And so she got it all braided up and was like, ready, here we go, swoosh. And I was like, man, I don't know if I'm got good posture or something and I'm pulling my head back, but that looks a lot shorter. And then she just looks up and goes like, oh yeah, that's a little shorter than we had planned. It's like 7 inches shorter than what we called for. Again, it was supposed to be like, it would have been out of frame still.
Wait, let me. I got it. Hold on. I'll show the camera. I don't want to show. Okay.
Nice. Oh yeah. So there. I said to like right above the red bar, kind of like in where it says street, and she just lobbed it off. So that's what happened. I wasn't too bummed because it's like, well, whatever. It'll obviously grow back.
Someone just
I could
said,
sleep a little easier.
Looking like a Karen. Yeah.
I know, right? That's exactly what I thought. I was like, I have such like a mom haircut, like just popped out a kid. Better cut my hair short.
Yeah.
So that was it. I got Lord Farquaad. I kind of got. I thought like little Johnny Depp and What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Yeah, many references to be made off that haircut.
What kind of meat did you use for the meatballs?
Dude, it's not that impressive. They had a sale on ground beef at Whole Foods. I'm sure you all got the email. So I went and got some ground beef. But really,
No.
You didn't get the email, bro? It's like the one time I was like, I might actually take advantage of this. I used some 90-10 ground beef, nothing impressive. I really should have done pork, beef, maybe a little bit of veal. I think that's how Tony's does it.
Yeah.
Very basic, mixed with some breadcrumbs, onions, jalapenos, an egg, like some Worcester sauce, which I learned yesterday is not Worcestershire, it's Worcester. A little salt and pepper.
So we also, Josh wants to know when you're going to start smoking meat. Young, J Money.
Dude, when I get that smoker, bro, there's plenty of salmon. I want to make some smoked salmon because you go to Whole Foods, and dude, it's like, what, $20 a pound for smoked salmon? And I thought, oh, in Seattle, it'll be cheaper because there's salmon everywhere. I don't know if you saw my salmon run video I posted yesterday. There are so many salmon going on right now. way more than last year. But yeah, it's bank. I gotta get the meat smoker. But dude, like this person like started breaking into the backyard next to us yesterday, and like we got a lot of vagabonds stealing stuff, and I'm sure that smoker would be the first thing they steal.
You gotta chain that up to the pole. Chain it up to the pole.
I should chain it up to the pole. I did get a bungee cord and like bungee corded the fence. Gotta
keep them out, bro. Gotta keep them out.
I know, dude. Because I'm seeing
out here, bro.
All they're doing right now is they're doing like turning on the hoses and leaving them on. They used to do that at my dad's place when he was a landlord, and like because they'd sleep in the basement, so he'd be like, "Get out of here," and then they come back and turn the hoses on like freaking the wet bandits.
Yeah.
And flood the basement, So I think that's what he was doing. He was messing around with the hoses. Like, dude, you taking a bath? I don't care. Or a shower? Like, that's fine. But leaving on the hoses, and then they cut the hoses and use that to siphon the gas or something. So I've heard.
Well, now you're talking fences, so you're right up J Money's. That's what he does for a living.
Dude, this fence
so you need him to send a package out.
It's fallen over. Hold up. Oh, man. Don't worry, J Money. I wasn't doing what you're thinking I was doing. I gotta sneeze over here.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's me in the news lately.
So we got some comments. Josh thinking about getting a Buzz #1 and starting all over. He's gone 3 years so far.
Really, I used to be a 5 on the top, 3 on the side.
And
back in my prime, dude, my prime scoot days.
Jerry says you look good.
Thank you, Jerry. Jamie is very happy with it. She's like obsessed every time I walk out. It's like, whoa, like hey now.
Josh wrote you had him thinking with that cough off to the side.
Yeah, I know. You see me. I see you.
All right, let's get started.
I don't mind it. It's got to grow out a little more so it doesn't look so like.
And we'll be here. We'll continue with updates. We'll be seeing it transition through the. And the thumbnails will change. Now you can tell that I actually do my due diligence or what have you.
Yeah.
And Addy will have short hair in the thumbnails.
Dude, it was down to the waist again. It had to go. And because she screwed up, now I could donate it. It's exactly a foot, which is like usually the minimum. So wigs for kids.
Wigs for
Keep
kids.
An eye out. Wigs for kids. Some lucky kid getting badass hair.
So
charge him.
Today, talking stuff with McMasher, episode 31. We're already in the 30s, boys. We're going to be covering the whole drama with the ISF. But before we get into that, Tubi has some apologizing to do. Apologizing to do. Yeah. First, Addy even gave me a little bit of a hard time. A little too hard on Jerry. I went a little too hard on LaFranchi. And
a little too hard.
And I think part of what I should have put in there, because I rewatched the episode to do the timestamps, which, Brad, you messed up on one of yours, but we'll get to that in a second.
Damn.
Hey, bro, he's watching us. I'm watching you, Brad. You back and forth. Back and forth.
That's good. Reciprocal.
What I should have pointed out when I said the photography thing is that part of it was that he was doing two full jobs. You can't be doing 2 full jobs like that. And that's what I should have been reiterating is that, like, he was doing marketing, he was doing the photography, he was making the ads. He was also trying to run the DVD, which was there ever even a hard copy? I don't know. And then you had
that's a good point.
You had yourself, which we both know you can get very upset. You got Georgie. I love my brother Georgie, but G's McKees. There's onions in his burrito. It's a meltdown scenario.
Sure.
You got Eric, who was on the out and out. That's a meltdown scenario. You got a lot of and Babito packed his bags and left instantly. He was like, I'm done. So there was a lot going on. The poor bugger had his hands full. I should have been easier on him with my comments. And Addy pointed that one out, so we'll get that one out of the way. And number 2, Coop was very, I think, upset with my comments about the Handplants. Which he should be. And what he said to me is when he's at like a demo or just effing around, he's not going to worry about getting that hand on top. And then he sent me this clip.
Oh! That's how I knocked out my teeth, bro, missing the Handplant.
Yeah, but you were going over spine. Yeah, you were doing side step.
Yeah, I completely missed. Damn, you almost did the same.
And I will say, but see, that's the thing. Max is going for the real deal. Max is a G, dude. This dude is a G.
Oh, I don't know. Was he going for the real deal?
I think he was going for the real.
Probably.
Look how late he takes his hand off.
But like, it looks like the way he's. I mean, I don't know, dude.
I wish we could slow mo it just so you could see. Like, he goes for it late.
Yeah.
He goes for it late.
Oh, that was like a flare hand plant attempt. Dude. Bro, when you were describing it to me, I thought he kind of just like comes down a little bit. I didn't realize he straight like smacks into the thing. Oh, at least you could see he gets his other hand there at the last second to kind of like cushion and maybe push off if need be.
Yeah.
Dude, that could have been like wired shut jaw.
So, I mean, hey, you gotta, what I said to Coop, and I do stand by this, you gotta pay to play though. You wanna do hand plants.
Pay to play.
You wanna do hand plants, bro. This is the cost.
Dude.
That's that cost right there, dude.
Wow. Oof. What is that, 2 years old, that clip?
Might be, yeah.
Yeah. What did it say, 110? I just see some of the comments are like 2 years.
Yeah. It's Manny. But yeah, I still, you know, all apologies to Coop. And I know Coop can do the legit hand plant. I think, I see someone saying Austin Coates best hand plants in the biz. I still think it's Coop personally. Nothing against Coates. Coates does. He does with the 180 coming back in fakey. But I still think Coop personally to me has the best in the biz.
Doesn't get old, bro. And now he's got kids. Can't be doing hand plants when you got kids.
Yeah. So I wanted to play that clip real quick. Get my Coop apology out there. Let Coop know I appreciate him. You
might need to clarify. You were the reason was you were saying that he didn't put his hand on the coping.
Coop in that one clip at the Mothership Bowl Jam is what I was talking about, to be super clarified. And it was a clip Addy filmed. Coop didn't know Addy was filming, or did he know Addy?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I take that back. See,
he knows when I show up. I'm like, dude, you know, Tubi's gonna kill me if I don't get that clip.
But I know Coop can do the legit one. I'm just saying, to me, it's thumb over this top deck. It's boom. It's boom.
Yeah, it's like the classic, like, beginning of skateboarding.
Hand plant.
Christian Asoy.
Sure, we'll give it to Asoy. Why not?
I just figured that's like the quintessential photo is like on the bowl, on the pool coping.
I like how we're talking and this is just going and going.
It's not getting old. Every time I'm like, maybe it won't look so bad. Like, oh, that's bad. He hits his chin.
He's
cheek.
down, yeah.
He's down.
Dude,
he just got Mayweathered himself.
Let's see where it all went wrong. See, he's dude. He took it off a little late, I think. Oh, dude. Oh, dude.
Yeah, he just misses it. Like, I don't even know if it's late or what. He just completely misses it.
Yeah.
It could be like he was doing it, and then for the video, he's like, I gotta go full extension, make it look good, and just added that little extra speed, and oof.
I forget, do we have any other comments on last week's episode?
I don't know.
Let me look real quick. See if there's anything.
By the way, I'm really hyped about this one. This is one where I've actually watched the video ahead of time. I don't think you had seen it yet.
No, I haven't. I haven't.
What's this Brad video? Scootering, you've been warned. So yeah, it was a late night watch for me.
The one comment we got on last week's episode was somebody pointing out that the burping thing was so funny, how we reacted to it. And then I wrote back to him, I just left the puking face emoji, or the sick one. He wrote back.
Oh, yeah.
He wrote back, it was gross. We agree.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah.
I'm not a bit, like, even though we're guys, I've never been, like, a burping, farting is funny thing.
Especially in a video.
Always, since I was a kid, I was like, dude, that's lame. Just stop. I don't like it. It's not funny. Even if we're, like, guys, and for guys, it's supposed to be cool. Never thought that shit was funny.
So
it can be. There are situations where it's funny, but when you're just doing it on purpose, it's like, bro, just stop.
Right.
Just stop.
One thing I was going to point out, this is the first full-length vid, that Mr. Scooter Brad has posted since we exposed him. We shut him down, bro. He went 2 months. 2 months. He didn't know how to rebuttal it.
Yeah. It was, dude, it was a shock to the system.
And I really wanted to get the video with the video of the video. Remember? I wanted him. He watched us, then we watched him watch us, and I wanted to get another tier.
Yeah.
We didn't get that tier. Maybe this.
I did notice though the thumbnails are a little basic for these ones.
The one with
kind of screenshots.
Man, you could have put Addy's face against your face, like a face off.
Yeah. Maybe this is an experiment.
Yeah.
But again, dude, it's like the views. This latest one was one where I thought, like, okay, we might get up to 10K here.
It passed
given how things are going.
It passed our video.
I mean, maybe the idea was like to get like skaters to watch it because it's like scootering and stuff on fire and like, oh, because I saw some clip yesterday on Instagram. I'm still on it. And it's just like a scooter kid eating shit at Woodward, and like all the comments were like, "Oh, that's what you get for riding scooters." And I was like, "Damn, people are still hating hard." So maybe that's why I thought that thumbnail was the way it was.
Yeah.
People are like, "Yeah, burn it down." Anyways,
let's get right
I had
into
no
it.
idea what it was gonna be. Yeah, let's get into it. It's good. It's basically about like half about ISF, which I'm like, what ISF, ISA? Like I'm not in the loop on that stuff. And then kind of about just these packages that like brands get emailed.
Let's just watch.
We'll go into okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just giving a little pregame. It's not just about ISF, but in a way it is.
This is an opposite episode where Addy's seen the video. I have not watched, so it'll be interesting.
Yes. It was good. How long is it though?
30 minutes.
Maybe not watch the whole thing. We don't have to do 1.5 times speed.
This is our whole episode.
Oh yeah, we could. Yeah, we could. Screw it. Let's watch the whole thing.
We got nothing else going today. This is it.
Yeah.
What was that? Is that Jace? Is your name Jake?
I had to pause. All right.
I liked you
Okay.
yesterday, Jace. What's up, yours at home?
Dude.
Pause on these two too.
We got Cardwell, Mr. Neckbeard,
These polo
Mr.
shirts.
Cashin.
These polo shirts for a scooter event.
Dude, so bad.
What are we doing here, folks?
They look like they're working at Orkin. No offense, guys. No offense.
And if you're working at Orkin, good for you. But
yeah, seriously, get rid of them termites.
This looks like an amateur golf contest with these two.
I
Frisbee
know,
golf,
right?
if anything, too, with Hirsch dog over here.
But Brad kind of calls out this style later, like it's not their fault, but
Wow.
that audio's not us.
You
by
are
the way.
built on our success as
Maybe turn up his
spreaders of
volume a
the
little
word
bit.
that is scootering. You silly people. Just because you throw these events doesn't mean that you're the ones upholding longevity of the scooter industry. You're not. Okay.
They never were.
Trust
What?
me.
Holding the
Yeah. I
What
mean
is
that's
he
what he's
saying?
saying.
Longevity of the
longevity, like extreme sports. Come on now.
scooter industry. You're not. Okay. Trust me. You're far from it. Okay. I don't know how to approach these videos anymore. I don't know if I'm supposed to be dry or I'm literally just gonna.
Now let me ask you something, Addy. Off tops here. We're gonna pause a lot.
Great audio. Great audio.
Great audio, Brad. Fantastic.
Very
Oh,
clear,
oh,
very crisp.
Here's what I wanted to point out though. This last one, Brad, I can't click on it. What happened here?
Interviewing the European final. I don't remember that.
It doesn't work, Brad. You got to fix that, buddy. Also, that's at 31. The episode only goes to 30. Oh, he cut that out. He cut it out. And then he forgot to edit. We got you, Brad. We got
why
you.
would you do that? Well, maybe there was something else, and then he's like, screw it.
Maybe the guy said or the lady or gentleman said they didn't want to be in the video after.
I don't remember an interview at the end.
But I was gonna say, what's going on the whiteboard? Did he need this whiteboard to be in the background?
He'll get to it.
Okay.
He writes some stuff on
Okay.
He writes some stuff.
I'll see you later.
Yeah.
No, we're just gonna talk about this, okay? How about that? World Sponsorship
How about
Pack. This is by the International Scootering Federation. If you've been keeping up with my Instagram story, you might have some sort of idea of why this whole debate is even going on. And it's been going on for years. You know, this is just something that is constantly happening in the background at all times. It's just like,
that
your
ISF
government
logo.
in day-to-day life.
Like, what
These
is
people
it? It looks like a pile of shit.
basically
Or like
proclaim
a
themselves as the
double-ended wiener.
Yeah.
governing body of scootering. So
Yeah.
in that meaning,
I'm just
they
so
want
sick of logos that are like, we're gonna combine our letters into a logo. Like, come on, dude. Come on. Everyone tries that. Like, if you did it 10 years ago, cool. But now, like, stop it. Stop trying to put all your letters into a logo. Anyways.
All right, I'm being told to turn Brad's audio
want
off.
to basically listen
Yeah,
to
yeah,
them,
dude.
do
You
what
gotta-
they
you gotta
say,
fix
have
that.
their rules be their way, and everyone follows suit and gives them a lot of money to handle, you know, our most sacred events, our world championships, right? So that's what this debate is what is a world championship? How much does it cost? Why are we, the riders, having to front a lot of the money to do it when we know that scootering is a multi-million dollar industry?
I don't know about all that. He said a lot of multis there. He said a
It's
lot of
multi-million, but I would say it's in the low tens of millions. I don't know.
Unless Brad
maybe
knows more than
100
us.
million.
Yeah.
Well, when you factor in, like, I guess with super toy brands, like what Razer does.
But we're talking profit
It
margin,
might-
or we talking just taking it like gross annual?
Yeah, if you go off like just the net sales, maybe. But like scootering as a sport, like a legit sport,
it's
dude,
different.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 50 million.
Yeah, if we're talking about selling,
Max.
we're selling globbers to little tykers, you know, okay. But if we're talking
Yeah.
about selling proto decks, I don't know about that, sir.
Yeah, even like at all of Ethic combined, I imagine it's less than 10 mil a year,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
You know, hundreds of millions of dollars. The big brands have very deep pockets, and
And if they do, hey man, we're open to taking. We'll put some logos on the beginning of this show. We'll shout out whatever, send us decks. we'll,
Dude,
we'll do a little showcase. We'll do a little dance for
Phoenix, you guys are dope.
you. Yeah, we'll do. Whoever wants to give us some money, why not?
you should not be ignorant to that
Sell
fact.
out.
People sell a lot of scooters. Riders, on the other hand, don't necessarily make a lot of money. Commonly, people make about
And some owners.
$1,200 a month,
And
and that's a
some what?
really
Owners.
Oh,
Riders
owner,
don't make a
yeah.
lot of money, and a few owners don't make a lot of
Owners,
money.
yeah, most don't, especially when you share it with other owners.
good deal. That's like, you know, top 10% of scooter riders, top 5% of scooter riders are getting that or more. The top players, you know, are maxing out 4,000-5,000
Addy,
What?
top players. When you were a top player, you ain't maxing out no 5,000 a month.
That's the biggest check I ever got was one
For a month?
$5,000 check. No, it was like based on like say overall sales, and that was with Urban Art. I think it was 5,000,
month,
and it was like
honest,
once, and then slowly dropped.
yeah.
What's this little thing I got in the corner here? Get out of here!
That's your
I
green
like
screen.
how I erased that. That was dope. Just erase that.
the-
yeah.
that was, you know, back in 2018, 2019, when things with Fortnite hadn't really fallen off.
Also, the blaming of Fortnite. Shut up. Shut
Yeah,
up.
I didn't get that reference.
You could, if you're gonna blame video games, just say video games. But to call out one video game and give all the glory to one video game, one, seems stupid.
You don't gotta tell him to shut up, bro. I gotta be so mean.
All right, Brad, my apologies.
I don't get that though. So I thought they were saying people stopped scootering because they were into Fortnite, but he's saying because Fortnite fell off.
As much.
Scootering fell
Anyway,
off?
the main
No,
things are
he's saying the other way around.
things with Fortnite hadn't
Oh,
month, and honestly, that
said
was,
had
you
it
know,
really
back
fall
in
off?
2018, 2019, when things with Fortnite hadn't really fallen off as much. Anyway,
I think he's saying that scootering fell off, and it's due to
because
Fortnite.
of Fortnite. I was like, wait, I thought that would be the opposite.
I mean,
Anyways, yeah, I
there's-
remember that now.
there's
yeah.
always gonna be a new hot video game. Always.
Yeah, and like what did it do
Fortnite-
to skateboarding, BMX?
Fortnite was just the game for that moment. Also, we grew up loving video games. We would skate in the daytime, play some video games at night.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I remember it was like Mario Kart 007 when GTA came out for PlayStation 2. It
Little
was like
F-Zero?
Yeah, dude. F-Zero X. All the time.
And remember
I
all
would come home from school and play Star Fox all day.
Wayne
and, like,
Gretzky
scooter
tourneys
on the
we used to
weekend.
have?
Dude, Wayne Gretzky for sure. That game was hard, though. Stupid.
Main things are big brands have deep pockets, scooter riders have pretty much nothing. The ISF wants money from both. So let's just take a look at what the ISF has to justify their means of needing such funding. Through our resilience and perseverance, we keep moving forward as a sport. We're only on slide 3, and this is where the hoopla really infiltrates the...
What's up?
I saw. Was there a billy goat in that previous photo?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so.
Or what?
Oh, yeah.
I get
Since
it,
the
'cause it's like,
beginning,
these are the
ISF
goats.
has
Can we stop
created
it
a
with
global
goat?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
stage that has transformed and legitimized scooter riding into a recognized action sport. Now I'm just going to go line by line and commentate between them. Basically, I see ISA and the ISF as, you know, more of a piggyback administrator. They don't really do much of the work on the ground. If you look at Extreme Barcelona, that was the ISA World Championships from, you know, 2014, 15, I think it was at Rush, 16 Barcelona, 17 Barcelona, 18 Barcelona, 19 Barcelona. The ISA just piggybacks Extreme Barcelona. Extreme Barcelona are the people who actually put together that event.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah, right.
That's some BS.
That always confused me too. I'm like, what the hell is it? Because when Razor was doing stuff, I think it was similar to that when they did their like Razor World Tour, and it was like 4 stops. I want to say like that might have been the beginning of ISA piggybacking on it. I could be wrong on that. Fact check Cooper. Get in on that.
And ISA slaps their name on it. They have nothing to do with setting up the broadcasting. They had nothing to do with any of that stuff. And that is very much abundantly clear when they go out on their own and try to host a live stream. It is not entertaining. There are people always in the way. The camera work is terrible. The audio levels are bad. Commentary is bad. Everything is just subpar because they're not on TV. They are not adhering to a television broadcasting standard, whereas Barcelona Extreme do all of that work.
What's called a stream? Like, do you really think it's going to be on TV? TV?
Ain't gonna be on TV.
Come on
but I mean,
now, bro.
I get that. Like, that's what you're striving for, is to be professional.
Yeah, if it was 1999, I guess. I mean, it's 2023. Like,
Yeah.
get it on Twitch, get it on Rumble, get it on YouTube. You know, you got outlets.
So that's
Yeah,
where
I'm confused about how to get it perfect, and I've been doing like research on that. Like, to get a clear stream, do you essentially have to like pay for like a data plan for the day?
Yeah.
You know, because there's no I mean, some places got Wi-Fi, but other than that, yeah. So I have been wondering how you really set that up.
Coop is here. He said scooter comps fell off when the ISA shit started. I stopped caring then. LMAO. Well, let me ask you, Coop. Were you here for my apology at the beginning?
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going.
say they created, well, I mean, you know, sure, 11 World Scooter Championship, 300 plus global scooter events. Again, just slapping their names on things. You know, these people are not a...
Let me ask you this, Addy. How long do you think Scootabrad keeps that nose ring in? Does he take it off in his 30s?
I didn't even know it was, honestly, for a while. I was like, does he have something in his, like, is he got something dripping out of his nose? And I'm not hating on nose ring. I'm not trying to bash it.
Kermani got a nose ring.
Yeah, you know, I'm all for it. Just, I remember looking like, is something dripping? Is he got, I don't know. Keep it.
Like, if you're a man, when you get older, do you take that out, or do you, I guess it depends on, I don't know.
Let it ride.
You let it ride?
Let it ride. Yeah, I guess if it's like a tattoo, you don't get that removed. And I'm sure a lot of people wish
some
they
people
did.
do. Some people do.
Some people do.
Shit, there's
Well, because
there's
once
more
it's
people
closed up, then you got to do it again.
There's more people getting rid of their overshow tattoos than keeping them nowadays. Am I right?
Team
Yeah,
unit
dude.
that fly
Right.
to the location,
To
set
sit
everything up. $1 million plus in prize money. I mean,
Didn't he have
you
gauges
know,
in the ears?
Yeah.
Those are gone.
Yeah, I took mine out years ago.
Have yours? Did they?
Yeah, mine
fill
closed
in?
up. Yeah. I mean,
His
like
look-
I think I could still put an earring in, but
Yeah.
they definitely closed up.
Maybe go for a nose ring.
But I only wanted to get my gauges up to fit. I just wanted to be able to put a pen. Remember, I just wanted to be able
Yeah.
to put a pencil through, and I
That-
for a long time I was able to do the pencil trick,
Oh, I don't like that.
and then I was done.
Yeah, I'm not a fan
it's
of that.
just an egregious lie. So up
See,
here
here
we're
we
gonna
go.
put egregious lies. We're
Is
at
egregious
one.
with an
So
A at the
one
beginning?
egregious
Isn't it an
lie.
E
If we were to
and
just do some
one G?
mathematics, now I would
I
like to
like
think
it.
with my many
Oh.
years of contest
Misty.
experience that I would be able to
Misty.
estimate these numbers quite well on the fly. So how about we just go according to their own promise, which at this point is
He's got the calculator out, and whenever you get the calculator out, you know it's fucking real deal.
Yeah, dude, some good stuff's going on.
Yeah.
30,000, right? So they're boasting a $30,000 prize pool. So
Oh, Cooper was here for my apology. Good. Thank you. Well, good.
30,000. I'm going to times that by
Was it
11,
accepted?
and we get a
Yeah.
total of
He
330,000.
accepted.
He accepted.
Okay, but hear me out. Let's say they had 300 other events that they slapped their name on and threw money at. Let's say that. Let's say they had, girls divisions only really came out in the last 3 to 4 years. So let's say a generous estimate of $2,000 was given away at all 300 events, no matter what the territory was. So we get 600,000. So I don't know if you add that together. Pretty close, pretty close. Acceptance within action sports. True. Like,
I feel like with
1
that,
million in prize money.
I feel like you got to put in parentheses overall. Because
Yeah, I
it
mean,
sounds like
this
it's
is-
given away at the final day. When I read it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's kind of the whole point of this. Is this is just like shoddily put together. So there's a lot of like things that
Yeah.
could be
what?
improved.
Who even wrote this? Everyone reading this knows that scootering still gets a hard time. I don't understand this. Number one sport in skate parks. Yep, in a lot of places.
No. No.
It is not the
It-
number. I
no.
mean, there are parks where you could see more scooter riders depending
No.
on the region.
It's called
But-
skate parks, and the reason it's called
Yeah.
skate parks is
Hey,
because
bro.
skateboarding is the number one extreme sport.
Hey, bro.
I hate to be that person to point it out to everyone. That is why.
That's that one fight I got in when that guy was like, "It's called a skate park." I'm like, bro.
But he was
you
saying it like
go
you're not
there?"
supposed to be there. I'm saying it like they're clearly number one, because if scootering was number one, then we would see a few scooter parks made.
I did email Tony Hawk Foundation years ago about this, and they're just like, "Yeah, that's just like what it's always been called. So we're just gonna call it." I was like, "Wouldn't it help like create less drama if we just called them like action sports parks?" And they didn't even try to argue that it's like, well, skateboarding is the most popular. They're just like, that's what it's always been called. So like, just to avoid confusion.
Yeah.
But like roller skating, maybe because of like a I'd imagine at skate parks also because of a roller skating rink, which was out before, and a skate rink, which was like ice
Yeah.
skating,
Yeah.
and that was around before skate parks.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not gonna die on this hill as far as the
Well,
battles
I mean,
go.
they-
I wouldn't want it to be called a scoot park. I honestly would hate if it's like, here's our new scoot park.
Action Sports Plaza or Park would make the most sense.
And some are called that, right?
Yeah, some are called that. Yeah.
Or
I
like
think-
X Park.
I think what it really comes down to, and this one's always a hard argument for your brother and friends to accept, is that because bikes are also a transportational object, it makes the insurance, and we know a little bit about getting insurance, it makes it more difficult.
Yeah.
And that's kind of BMX's kind of loosely, bikes in general, it's their fault. Look, if I got to drive down the street and deal with your road biker, the insurance then becomes way more expensive when it comes to building a place and allowing them in. Isn't that from our understanding?
it's the fault of like bureaucracy and insurance and specifically America, how we're like a lawsuit nation and
Yeah.
like we just sue. But yeah, we had that was that thing that happened in California, that like SB 4012 or whatever the hell, which got scootering on the list to, it was like a hazardous sport, so we couldn't sue anymore. And they
'Cause it's
had
metal.
that number that there were 0 lawsuits in the last 10 years at skate parks
Oh, I said it's because it's
associated
metal.
with injuries.
That's because of all the homies down at Embarcadero pushing the scoots to get from their work to their, because it's once again being used more as a transportation than it is being used.
Yeah.
We're-
I don't know why scootering had it easier than BMX as far as getting on the list, which is counterintuitive. You would think, don't put me on the hazardous activities list, but you want to be on the hazardous activities list because then you can't sue if you get injured in a public park for doing something that's a known hazardous activity.
Let's say there's 1 million bikers in the world. Bikers, like riding bikes, 1 million, right? How many
there's
of
way more than
those?
that.
Yeah,
Probably-
okay, yeah. All right.
Probably 2 billion.
Okay, so there's 2 billion bikers in the world. How many of those bikers are actually performing BMX?
Oh, dude. I mean, you could just ask how many BMXers there are.
100,000?
Probably.
200,000?
I'd say, 100,000 maybe. I honestly have
No, that's probably
clue.
low. I mean, let's say 500,000. 500,000, right? Out of 2 billion, 500,000 is just a drop in the freaking pond here.
Yeah.
And I think that's why the insurance and everything's wild. And then with scooters,
Yeah.
it's kind of the same thing. I think what skateboarding has going for it is that a majority, I would say 80% of skateboarders are doing it as an extreme sport. They're not doing it as transportation.
No, and I like even in San Francisco when I was working there for like 10 years, you'd see one of those guys on the electric skateboards.
Yeah.
You'd see like one every few days. It was probably the same guy.
I think the electric
know?
skateboard thing has faded away too. I think a couple of those brands went under already.
Yeah. I mean, dude, that shit's just sketchy, bro. It's
Yeah.
like it's gnarly enough just pushing and avoiding rocks and cracks and not falling over on a skateboard. Then you get someone who like never skateboards going 30 miles an hour on one of these. Like even though they're longboard wheels, like
It's still
you're
sketch.
gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Well,
like
we
how,
shouldn't get hung up too much on.
but real quick,
skate
when
park
you see the
semantics.
electric, well, 'cause that's a ridiculous statement by them. Oh, number one sport in skate parks.
I know.
We had to talk about it. But when you see, just the other day when I was in the city, I saw a homie riding an electric scooter. He's riding it ski style. And all I could think, like up front too, and all I could think is, dude, you're gonna hit one crack and all of your body
and
weight
go
is
over.
going right over the handlebars.
Yeah.
Dummies out there,
Sketchy.
I'll give
I
them
will
that.
say though, as far as number one skate parks, like we've talked before, not on the live, but like how many indoor parks had to were like anti-scootering, and you'd go there and there'd be like 2 people skateboarding, and then they allow scooters, and it's like 100 scooter riders in the park, which is what pissed off skateboarders. One of many things about scootering, but in that sense, it's like the scooters are keeping the doors open because no skaters are going to your park.
Yeah, Woodward still needs to change that sign out front. I'm gonna say that till the day I die.
Oh yeah, that
baloney.
does piss me
It's
off about
baloney.
Woodward. Like Woodward for years was like getting funded through scootering.
And they don't have they don't have it on the sign. Come on now.
Yeah, and a lot of people are like that. It's just
It's lame.
They want to have their cake and eat it too.
New
Yeah.
Zealand Federation actually
Yeah.
posted data of the nation's most popular sports amongst kids and teenagers. Scootering was, I think, number 7. Maybe skateboarding was
Oh,
like
interesting.
25, something like that. Bree, get the fuck down.
But,
It's
I mean,
great
get
highlight of the video.
down.
How
Very
old,
good cat.
how old of kids were they doing the interviews on for that? Like, are we talking little tykes? Or are we talking
I mean,
like?
it's like under 18 probably.
The cat's trying
mean,
to
if
fucking
you were doing a
endgame
study,
because
I
she's
guess
sick of
we'd have
hearing
to go
about
with
how
that.
shit the ISF is. Global digital reach. Oh, this one I really loved.
Okay.
I really loved seeing this one because I know it is so cap. Holy. Global digital reach based on the ISF network of riders, brands, and NGBs, National Governing Boards is what they mean, collected from 2021. YouTube 24 million, Instagram 17 million,
Network of
Facebook
riders.
who
Right,
fucking
I'm so
cares,
with Brad on
plus
this. How the
websites
hell did
and
they
TikTok.
get these
Just
dumb numbers? Yeah, plus websites and TikTok. Dude, it's like Facebook front and center, as if anyone uses Facebook, and then websites and TikTok. Terrible.
Josh said overseas, I think scootering's a lot bigger than here. I agree, 100%.
Yeah.
I still don't think it's bigger than skateboarding. As a culture.
No. Well, even like number one skate park thing. Again, there's going to be tons of people who are like,
Just
well, at my skate park, it's all scooter riders. But I think if you look in like the aggregate,
Yeah.
probably not.
No.
biggest metric currently, just the biggest social network right now. You know,
Cattail
just
here.
can you get out of the way, please? I mean,
Golden.
what a bunch
More
of
cat.
buffoons. These numbers are just pulled straight out of their fucking ass. Where did you get these numbers? Bree, get out of the fucking way, man. Estimated total global community, 47 mil. You know, I know what they're trying to say in this slide, but to someone who actually understands and works amongst doing case studies for legitimate businesses in the media industry, this is complete fucking hoopla. I'm sorry I keep using that word. I watch Moist Critical and that's like my favorite word. Okay, so estimated global community. If they actually mean global community,
so he
here's
does
my
case
reaction to
studies
that.
for brain. That's interesting. I've wondered like how, because I've looked into like getting those numbers, and you have to pay out the ass
That
for
cat's
those industry numbers.
that cat's looking for something. Long John Silver from Josh.
Dude, so do they have it in New Zealand?
I don't
There's no
know.
way they're
I
that,
don't
they're
know.
not that fortunate to have Long John Silvers.
All right, I'll look that up. But here we go.
Dude,
I didn't know you did that
Josh and
either.
That's how we're gonna make our money. We're gonna open up a franchise in New Zealand.
Long
There's
John Silver.
47 million
Yeah.
scooter riders, and they all bought a scooter for, you know, $300 to $700 a piece. Where the fuck is my money? And by I mean everyone collectively, I ride a scooter
Demonetized.
and do the stunts and put myself at risk and have many, many injuries and scars and issues with my day-to-day mobility because I ride a scooter. So where the fuck is my payment, right? In actual reality, you know, they probably mean that they
No
got
cap on
47
that.
million impressions collectively. If that's on 2021 alone or every impression before 2021, we have no idea because they don't specify. That's basically rounding back to what I said. You know, these numbers are just complete hooey and are just big numbers to make you think, oh, this is going to be really worth throwing $10,000 at because my brand.
Hold on. I think that's a Long John Silver's right there in New Zealand.
Dang.
They got it. They got it.
Wow.
They also
Open
have,
until 6 p.m. That's kind of whack. Come
they
on.
also have a
I don't
location.
get hungry till like 7:30.
They have a location called LJ's.
Yeah, Long John Silver's. Ooh, but they shortened it to be cute.
So
Oh, bundles.
it looks like they got quite a few. That's New Zealand, yeah.
Oh, and their mouse is a hook. That's dope.
yeah.
Dang, dude.
I'll link that in today's episode. I'll leave some links so everyone can.
Ooh, I don't know if
enjoy.
I'm getting muscles from Long John Silver's. It has
It's
to be deep fried.
You know, exposed to the masses
squirrel out
because I'm
here.
not selling a lot of product right now and I could be selling more. So I'm going to advertise with the quote unquote world championship.
ears
I'm going to
off.
give them $10,000 because
your
these
end.
numbers, they seem fantastic, but they're not in reality.
Pause.
The sport
give a
needs
pause
you.
and- By the way, I saw a clip about how Tanner Fox he sold 75,000 fidget spinners for
Damn.
$20 a pop. $20 a pop, and they cost $250 each for him to make. So he made, I forget, it was like $250,000, something like that, just off fidget spinners.
That's ridiculous.
I know.
Literally the
I
next
know.
slide. They're like, please, before they drop the price, we'll get to the prices in a sec. Since 2011, the support of the scooter industry in promoting, investing, and sending riders to the World Scooter Championships has been fundamental in the sport's outstanding growth. Support from brands like yours help us continue this incredible journey. I mean, if you were a successful event planner, you would have partnered with a commercial brand or a commercial live streaming company, Twitch, YouTube, something of the sort,
Long
Sky
John
Sport.
Silver's.
There are so many options, DAZN. There are plenty of options. You can literally host your own YouTube channel and charge pay-per-views, use influencers to market it that way. There are many.
How many people could be watching a pay-per-view of the ISF?
Damn, you know what? I never realized that pay-per-view is pay-per-view.
ways
I always just
to
growing up said it as
substitute
one
the
word, like
cost
pay-per-view.
of having to
Yeah.
fly people out
Pay-per-view.
and or
Yeah.
have
It's
them pay to enter
pay-per-view.
and or
Pay-per-view.
require all this extra sponsorship
Wow.
money. Saying pretty please and sending it to every email account that you can find associated to a scooter.
Not us. I don't think we've ever been asked to sponsor the ISF.
No.
We ain't on the
They've
list.
never even not a single outreach. Would you guys be interested? Because they're a bunch of assumers. They assume that we wouldn't be down, which we wouldn't be,
Brand
depending.
is not doing
I mean, when you
the
see why, it's these packages they try to get you.
fucking job appropriately. You are basically just begging, and they can't do that forever. If the sponsor has to pay their rider, who then has to pay to get there and compete, why would they want to pay the event itself? They do nothing. Like, what are we talking
Right.
about here? The brand may
So
as well
true.
send their riders on tour constantly and just have them ride at skate parks and impress people. That system worked a lot better in terms of, making sales and marketing your brand than this
And
fucking
videos.
nonsense. What are we talking about? Every dollar of your support goes to covering the prize purse for women, street, and men's pro championship. Ends well. We got our typos.
It also makes no sense.
Yeah, I
Women's
was
street,
writing it wrong
men's
and
pro.
thought I'd
Like,
turn
what
it
does that
into a
mean?
joke.
Are we
Fuck
talking
off.
women's street, women's park,
as
men's
well
street,
as
men's
the
park?
overall cost of producing the world championship event, budget, etc. Budget estimated, at 100,000 USD. What the fuck are you spending $100,000 on if it's not management fees? What are you
Right.
spending it on? I do not understand. You're using supposedly a pre-existing skate park. What are you spending it on when the broadcast
exactly, when
is
they're
always
piggybacking.
terrible and produced by someone who has no idea what they're doing? If you're not spending it on management fees, what is it? Where is all this money going? Yeah,
Even
so
if
by
you
the
were
way, they've
spending
been
on
claiming this.
broadcasting, like you pay someone $500 a day, which would be good for a host. A camera. Like I've worked on professional shoots with not like big name filmers, but like 60-minute, like big time news filmers. They'll get like around $2,000 a day, and that includes their equipment.
This is
their
one
equipment
day.
fee. This is one day, $2,000. So even if your budget's $100,000, like you might spend under $5,000 just on the production crew.
I'd say 10 to 20, because you need 4 cameramen. You need
No, I'm
4
talking about
cameramen.
I'm talking about just a live stream, like the live stream you see, which is like one camera and
Yeah.
some people talking in front of it. I'm saying even on just that bare minimum, it wouldn't be. It's a lot, but it wouldn't be all that much, like $5,000, and that's using like real deal equipment. That's not what they're using. I'm talking about like $5,000 or $100,000 camera lens setups with like all the works. Monitors for the producers to look at. All the lighting and sound gear. I've worked with a host before, and I forget what that person got paid. Something ridiculous because they were, former CBS anchors.
Josh, thanks for that comment. I just fixed it.
Huh?
It's there now. The live posted, it didn't upload, but then I opened my phone and now it uploaded, so it should be there.
Nice.
Anyway,
But
like,
yeah, I'm with you. It like 10,000 should get you filmers.
10,000. I'm
multiple camera
talking.
angles.
You take care of your You got 2 announcers. You got 1 man on the interview, with 1 cameraman. Okay. Then you got 3 cameras. You got left. You got right. You got middle. We don't need no cameraman in the
No,
actual.
I want Skycam, bro.
Okay.
On a zip line.
I'm saying basic, basic, right? 1, 2, 3, taking one side, right? You got your 4th cameraman with your sideline interview, and when he's not interviewing, he's picking up some other basic shots, right?
Yeah.
And then when it's like, oh, it's time to do an interview, you got your 1 interview guy, you know what I'm saying? And then you got your 2 announcers. Your 2 announcers.
But even that, like, I don't need that. Like, that's X Games status.
well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. That would be the dream. Plus the Skycam. But for something like this, I think you're just saying,
Skycam, shut up, bro.
dude, I know it causes an
Skycam,
issue.
Skycam is gonna be floating. Yeah.
I remember, I forget what football event it fell, and they had to delay the game and fix it all, or maybe the Olympics. I think he's just saying bare minimum, like get a good quality feed and like just clear audio.
Yeah.
And
However
for
long.
that's what I'm saying. You could spend like $2,000 to $3,000
They claim
and
that
have
they-
like 1 host
Yeah.
and have a quality setup.
Yeah.
But
totally.
that I think would be too much. Like to me, the most expensive thing would be like the data plan.
Yeah, totally.
Been given away $1 million before that anyway. The numbers, okay, so the budget estimate was added. So this is the one for Havasu, which was, last year's ISF contest.
not the one
now
we
we're
went
looking
to.
at this year's,
Not the one we
where
went
the
to.
slide
But we
is,
did watch some
basically
clips
the
from that.
same.
Yeah.
The first paragraph's the same, and then they've added this section. Every dollar of your support goes to covering the prize purses for women, street, apparently, and men's pro championship. The street, like, there's not even any qualification system or standard or anything for that. There's not been anything about that. They've just kind of ticking the box just to say that they did it, but they don't care about it or put in as much effort into it, as well as the overall cost of producing the World Championship event. Budget estimate at 100,000 USD. Just for all my locals, you know, that's 150 grand. 150 grand. That's a shitload of money. Official World Scooter Championship.
Damn.
Yeah, just the date.
We're wealthy
Great.
in New
Heading
Zealand.
to Australia for the first time in the history.
Get
This
paid more.
slide isn't as important. The World Championships are heading to Sydney, Australia. Why is this important? By rotating the location of the World Championships between 3 current regions each year, the US, Australia, and Europe, we are giving more access and opportunity to riders from all regions to have a better chance to compete on the world stage if you've got deep
Yeah,
pockets.
and American
in addition,
access is we
holding
put it in
the
the middle
event
of
in different
freaking
venues
desert.
and countries.
Where there's not an airport within like 3 hours.
Yeah, yeah,
Lake Havasu.
yeah.
Like,
And the-
put it in Atlanta, like the biggest, most popular airport in the world.
Yeah.
Dead center.
Or put it.
Or just SoCal.
I was about
you
to
know?
say, just put it in SoCal, where a majority of the riders. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's
Gives
like,
our
no,
sport
go to the middle
even
of the
more
desert.
exposure to potential new riders and families. Yeah, okay, sure. These aren't new territories. What I'm trying to say is there is a presence of contests in Australia. At the very least, there are quite a lot of these ASA
I
little
guess
things.
Havasu is technically SoCal if you go to the other side of the lake, but it's not. We're talking like the LA region.
Yeah.
Around Australia on a frequent basis. They're just not any good to watch or be entertained by because they don't know how to produce an entertaining event. And I'm not saying that gathering all the kids there and doing everyone's
Double
runs
tip.
isn't the way to do it. Absolutely not. You don't film the young ones, okay? That's not like what we're here for, you know? We're here for the pro level stuff on a broadcast basis, stuff that's
I gotta
really
say though, real quick, and I still notice this at comps. It is packed for like the 9-year-olds, and then by the time pros start, it's empty. At like local parks, even like at, well, not so much SD, but growing up, that was always like, where did everyone go? Like the actual pros are starting, and it's just the riders in the building. Everyone's gone. It starts out like mayhem. Like everyone's here. This is such a popular event, and then all the families go home. Granted, it's also organization. They're like, dude, we've been here for 12 hours and we're just getting started on pro. This is ridiculous.
It needs to be the day before, and then you do some kind of. You don't announce the winners of the kids stuff until you announce the winners of the pro stuff. So the kids have to come back the next day to see if they won.
Yeah, and I think SD did that later on. I'm all like, dude, do the pros first and then do the kids.
No, because the pros don't want to wake up at. The pros don't want to get there at 6 in the morning.
Well, no, the pros aren't gonna go, and they shouldn't have to. You know, like if you want to go see a bunch of like 8-year-old scooters.
No,
cool,
I'm saying do the
like,
pros in the morning. Isn't what you just said? Do the pros in the morning first?
No, I'm saying if we're doing a 2-day thing.
Okay, yeah.
If we're doing a 2-day thing, do the pros on the first day, then they go home or do whatever they want. Or yeah, start the pros in the morning.
That's hard though. That's a hard one to try to get pros. We know we know what goes on the night before. We're all hanging out.
Also, the issue is they need the money. Really, a good competition, they wouldn't have the kids.
Yeah.
You know, it would just be either pro or just Ammon Pro, but they need the money from like 100 kids signing up.
Yeah.
That gets the wider audience into the sport. Okay, you touching those local areas on the ground is only doing so much, and it's very, very, very minuscule. When you understand social media, and whatever age you are, the person younger than you is more invested in technology than you are. It's just the way it is. It's going to be exponentially like that. Now we finally get to the park slide. This is, you know, essentially where a lot of the questions surrounding the cost and the budget and the big ask of 100 grand from the community is becoming a problem for a lot of people. Okay.
What's the park side of that too? It's not a park. It's quarter pipes on each side with box jumps in the middle. I
think he comments on that like these are just huge ramps.
It's just I hate this design, and then there's no uniqueness, there's no nothing, and that's part of the reason that these contests get so repetitive is that they've been doing the same lame layout for years now. It's just like, dude, I want to see. I don't whatever. Let's
describing this.
Dude, it's basically just quarter pipe box jump. And like, yeah, it's like 4 of the same thing in a row.
And they got the stupid hip where it's a bank, it's a quarter pipe to hip land. Oh, Almonte just got here and he said Addy with the fresh cut. Looking good,
Yeah,
brother.
dude.
What up,
He
Aust?
knows. Hell yeah.
It's Wyatt Park, Sydney.
Austin,
This
my
year's
dog.
World Scooter Championship will be held at Wyatt Park in Sydney. Now we'll look at that on
world-class
Google Earth in a
custom
second.
course.
It's a hot mess. We are purpose building a world-class custom course for our competitors, available to use 2 weeks prior to the event to keep the event fair for all riders. So many questions. First of all, the picture. These are monster skate ramps. These are monster skate park ramps. If you don't remember, in 2017, there was a fire at Monster Indoor Skate Park. There was a lot of smoke. Reportedly,
Oh, yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of the
Drop.
ramps survived this incident. Okay, I'm going to show that all on screen here. Here are all the receipts of that. Okay, I'm not going to get into that, what the fire was or any of that. This is what people are saying. So this is the
The way he indicated it is there must be some drama over that fire.
Yeah, like maybe it was like an insurance scam or something that they
Because
said
the way
or-
Brad said it, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
case and the ramps do exist currently. Why the big ask of 100 grand? You'll be able to use it 2 weeks prior.
And I'm just gonna throw this out there for the benefit of arguing. They could be redoing the skate light, and that would be pretty pricey. Just saying, you know.
Oh hell yeah! I mean, it was $100 a sheet when we were growing up. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's gotta be
more
expensive,
now.
yeah.
Like cost of lumber and all that. It's probably
Yeah.
like $200 or $300 a sheet.
So I don't know, Brad. Maybe you want to point that out. They could be redoing the first layer, just the first layer, keeping the exoskeleton or skeleton, whatever you want to call it, exoskeleton. Yeah. And then putting a new sheet. Well, you know what I'm saying? How we used to do that to Jamie's ramp back in the day. You would take off the one layer, you'd replace that one layer because that
I know, I
exterior, yeah.
Still wasn't enough. I couldn't
Keep
ride
the
it. My
event
scooter
fair
went right
for
through
all
it.
riders. Although they've only recently announced that there will now be a $10 per session charge for any rider that wants to
Boils
attend
my
the
blood
practice
so much.
sessions.
Wait, so
$10.
If you're already signed up to compete in the contest and you're coming to practice, you gotta pay an extra $10 after
Yeah.
you already paid.
Right. I
That's-
mean,
that's
maybe it's
stupid.
like a crowd control thing, dude. It's so dumb.
And what's this kid? What's this up here?
Oh my god, bro! I'm so sick of the scooter silhouette. And it's
regardless
so
of what
corny
status
with the
they are
helmet.
in the scootering
Even though
community.
that was my first logo ever, was basically I think it's Josh Toy doing a Superman deck grab, and I made a silhouette
I
of
remember,
it.
I
But
remember.
that was okay in 2002, 2003.
Yeah.
Doing this shit in 2023, bro, come on.
Yeah.
So the brands who
It's
have,
like a
you know,
BMX, like an X up or something. Even though I love
Turn
X-Up,
down.
don't get me wrong. Yeah, like dude, looks
Yeah.
corny. And honestly, doing a scooter trick anyway as like a logo is just as lame, dude.
Yeah.
Just lame.
Mm-hmm.
But he gets into that later.
Let's
A
go.
little bit.
pockets will, I'm sure, just be forking it over for their riders who are going to place on the podium. Fair for all riders? Yeah, I don't think so. Wyatt Park.
Ooh.
Now, I already made a thing on my laptop of Wyatt Park, so here's that.
So let's take a look at the locations. First up, Monster Skate Park, where the
Ooh, I like that. That was
ramps
okay,
were
Brad.
good.
that
Okay,
may or
Brad.
may not be being
Yeah.
refurbished. We
Now
don't
that's a
know,
ramp.
but
Those
again,
are some
take a look
ramps,
around.
dude.
Now, if we
Yeah,
move
those
on
are some
to
ramps.
Wyatt Park, which is a very short distance away, you've got a blank
Those tennis
grass
courts are a little
field with
sus.
this old, rusty, what looked like an old repurposed youth
oh,
center, looked
sorry,
like a
scooter zoned
taekwondo
out.
gig, something of the sort. It's not going to be at the sports center, not going to be on the sports field. It's just on this fucking patch.
Wyatt Park is very, very sick, as you can see. Man, it looks like a really fun place to have a fun contest.
Hold
And-
up,
oh,
man. That thing you just showed did look kind of fun. That little drainage ditch.
I was wondering, like,
Not
is
gonna be
that
on the
like an
sports
old
field.
school
It's
skate
just
park?
on
Because I know
this
there was one in
fucking
Australia
patch.
that was
Wyatt
kind of
Park
like
is-
that.
That
back in
looks
the day.
fun, bro. Brad, you tripping, dog? I'd have a blast on that little thing.
It's
I think he's
very,
talking
very
about the
sick,
grass.
as
But
you
yeah,
can
you're
see.
right. Maybe it is just.
Man,
It's
it
one of
looks
those
like
like
a real
old school skate parks. It looked like.
Yeah, totally.
Like what do we have in Santa Cruz? Derby.
a fun place to have a
Derby.
fun contest.
Right
And
there.
oh, it's only 5 minutes down the road from Monster Indoor Skate Park. Isn't that weird? Now, I wonder on this next slide if Thursday is like a free day, because the tile is a different color.
Free day Thursday. Yeah.
But I could be wrong, and they could just have been
Is it a
using
Friday
the template.
free day?
Male, female, open, juniors, and street. Okay, see now, why? Why is opens? What is opens doing? What doing? Opens. That's why your broadcast is gonna be 10 hours long and an absolute shit show. What are you doing? You can't do an hour broadcast
opens?
right. Why are you trying to do a 10-hour broadcast? You fucking idiots. Community.
Is that like supposed
exhibitor
to be
areas.
like a gender thing, like a non-binary, and that's why they have opens? Because I've heard people suggest that for other sports, just have opens.
I think it's
I'm
just
like,
open for
oh,
all to ride.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's just because it comes
I
after
don't-
male, female, opens, and then junior. So it's like, well, what other category is there?
Well, it's like men, women, and then they both can ride.
That's what I'm saying. But you already have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Designing festival atmosphere, music, food, and refreshments, all about celebrating the sport together. Sponsorships, here we go. Oh, what do you get? What do you get? Ooh, logo inclusion on ISF TV. What is that? What is
Dude, this is where
ISF
it's
TV?
just-
There's no such
this
thing.
is where I
you
have
know,
a
your
personal
own
connection with
PDF
this is so good.
links to a dead page. Logo inclusion on main highlights video edit. Doesn't say who it's going to be shot by, so you have absolutely no idea
'Cause we know
as
this
to
is where,
what
like, as
level of
brand
visual
owners, we
standard
get
you're going to
these
get
type of
as a
emails,
delivery in the
and
media
sometimes
industry
it's
when a
just
brand approaches a
baffling what they want,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's just like, oh, I'm having a jam. Can you throw some product my way? No big deal. Even though there's like 80 jams now. But yeah, sometimes we get these and it's like, what? Are you really gonna do all, like, one, it's not that cool, and two, you're probably not even doing that anyway. Like, not actually following through with the logos on the flyers and the videos and the shout outs. So this is the part where I'm like, oh my god, thank you for saying this, Scooter Brad.
Josh is under the impression that they're going to take all the ramps apart and rebuild them back on the grassed field. I don't know if that was what they're talking about. That's possible. He also
Well,
wrote,
he shows the grass field. I mean, where else would they go?
yeah. He also wrote men, women, Bud Light. He's having a Kid Rock moment over there.
studio to create what we call deliveries. We will deliver specific pieces of content in specific formats. The one you see right now would be a 16:9 20-minute cut. Something you see like this, a tall 9:16, would be a tall cut, or a 30-second export, or a
I'd never heard
15
tall
or
cut before,
45-second
that's good.
export. And you would have a combination of all of them or a multitude of some of them. So you'd end up with a packet of, say 6 30-second exports for Instagram and socials, and you would get a 16:9 for your YouTube channel and or your brand's website. No idea who's gonna see it, no idea where it's gonna be published, no idea what sort of standard or who's directing it or who shot it. We don't know. But chuck us 10 grand and we'll make sure that your logo gets shown for at least half a second. Live stream. Logo on
So
live
true.
streaming and big screen.
So true.
I like how they show a DSLR in this image, but then in this image, it's not a DSLR. Like,
Yeah, he gets into that, like, what is this rant? Like, they just basically took a stock clip. It's not even from, like, a previous production, which they should have, like, tons of photos from previous productions. There's no continuity
Again,
here.
no one's gonna watch the live stream because, well, this is what it looks like.
Is your name Jace? I liked you yesterday, Jace.
And this
grape slushy, looking like a jabron, bro.
Yeah,
Come on
poor
now.
guy, dude.
is what
He
it
gets a
sounds
double
like.
call.
What's up, you
Oh, this is loud.
at home? We are back live here in Lake Havasu. Wow.
I mean, that's what he's calling it.
Getting ready for our main event, the ISF World Championship.
This is the moment that we've been waiting for.
1 minute on the clock in 3, 2, 1. Levin Cachet. Whoa! What was that?
This is
I was
not
impressed that they actually
entertaining.
added those
Well,
sound
now we
effects
know why they
live.
didn't stream on
Boom.
Twitch, because this man just consumed alcohol on
thought that was
stream.
Ostrom for a minute.
Documentary including writer interviews and action footage on mainstream platform. Mainstream platform? Really? Really? Who? What? Where? When? This
I mean, I would
Right.
assume they're talking about YouTube. I like the Netflix joke. Nice, low-hanging fruit. But let's be honest here. They're clearly we're talking about YouTube.
But why not just say YouTube? Or is it going to be like your website?
Maybe they were trying to make a deal with YouTube or Twitch or Rumble or one of the sorts.
Footage on mainstream like Vimeo, or
so
it could be Twitch.
Vimeo.
Hell
Yeah, are you even doing this?
They got good
Is
quality.
Life
over
of
at Vimeo.
Tit, who, what is his name? The British guy. He's a British guy, no? Anyway, like, this man is running his fucking whole operation off a 2017
My favorite part.
MacBook Pro. What are we talking about here?
Damn, Brad knows his MacBook Pros.
Yeah, dude.
He knows his Mac, and he's right too, because it has that top clicky bar that they ended up getting rid of. The touch bar, the touch bar.
Yeah, totally.
So
I left a comment on the video something about
Smart,
that. Like,
Brad.
My favorite part.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, what is
Yeah.
with the home dog? Man's got all his porn tabs open. It doesn't take a genius to watch
Yeah.
one
So
line
many
is tech tip video and
tabs, bro.
understand
Thank
that
you.
this
So many
this ain't it.
fucking
Where did I get
windows
this photo?
open.
It's a
I'm like a neat freak
what
with my
is this
desktop, so I
photo,
feel it.
bro? Oh, that's funny actually. They don't even have a working example of their own live streaming equipment, so like I may as well stream 3
And what's up? Like, I mean, not to be, this is Picture Framer 2B here, but why did they bottom weight these images with the matting? Why is it bottom weighted?
Yeah, I don't know if it's
That's what you
supposed
call
to be
that,
like
bottom
a
weighted.
Polaroid effect or something.
But a Polaroid's more, oh, whatever.
I know.
Just take 1080p cameras off my gaming computer and it would look 10 times better. I would just sit here and switch the cams. It's a one-man job. You just have to have the right
a square aspect ratio, and then whatever image they had is like was 60.
They dropped the ball, yeah.
Hi, none
They
of
didn't
you are
even wanna
Himothy.
resize it to
Social engagement, social media
guess they
tagging,
all are a little
special
weird. They look
posts
like
to
that.
promote your riders and brand. I mean, wow. To be featured on a page that gets 10 likes per post and no comments. Mate, what
So
are we talking
true,
about
dude.
here?
So
Content,
true.
official blog
Thank
articles
you.
with links to sponsor websites and photo placements. Event branding. Yeah, you'd probably get that done. Well done. You'll get some banners and literally the bare minimum of any
I
contest.
like the example too is like a woman who doesn't even scooter anymore. I think is what that is. Like from scootering to not scootering anymore.
Well, it's also like, do I have to send the banner? I gotta pay all this money
Check, nice.
and send the
Yes,
banner?
that's what we've had to deal with.
Yeah.
They're like, send us your banner. I'm like, dude, we only have like 4 banners. If we send
Am I getting
banners
those
to
back?
everyone, yeah, bro. And like, I'm gonna pay $100, $70 to ship you our banner overseas, and then you're not gonna send that back.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here with that.
I remember when we knew Epic was going out of business. The last contest, I swooped the tilt banner. That's how we got that.
Yeah, dude, we got the tilt bit. Well, I think they left it there, right? And we're just like, we're gonna take this.
I swooped that tilt banner.
It
I
wasn't like a theft, but yeah,
it is what it is. Epic's out of business, so I don't feel like who's coming after me.
I'm just more tilt's not. So
Well, Colin wants the banner back. I'll send it back to Colin.
yeah, but we're gonna sign it first.
But no,
and then give it back.
dude, he for sure, because he came by the apartment. He must have seen it. We used to hang up.
Yeah, I'm sure you had to see it.
It was hanging in the boys' room, whatever we call that room, with the bunk
storage,
beds.
the storage
The
room,
storage room.
essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
Where we store the riders who
Yeah,
staying
we
with
store the
us.
rider. It had no handle. Dude, if somebody would have like filmed what our apartment looked like with the one room. We're like, all right, you guys can sleep in here. Had no door handle. I remember
It had a bunk bed.
I remember
so.
because the light would come through the kitchen. I remember like either Wheeland or somebody jammed a sock in the door hole because they're like, dude, there's light beaming through the door. Yeah, that was funny.
That was dope. Yeah, but it could get so dark you just had no idea what time of day it was when you were waking up. Dude, this
logo
is my
on merch,
favorite also.
logo
this
inclusion
shirt,
on
bro.
t-shirts and clothing. You know, another boring logo compilation.
Oh
like,
my
how about a piece of
God, like a
art
bri
that people are
flip or
actually gonna
inward.
wear? You know, the sponsors' names listed on the back. Let me just show you an example.
bad.
Okay, Rhythm
Also,
and
how expensive is
Vines
that shirt with all those
merch.
colors?
You're saying you have a festival-esque vibes. Okay, you know, give them some art, give them a theme for the year,
I don't
make
like this either,
something
Brad.
special, list everyone's names on the back in a creative
but I get
format.
what he's
Make
saying.
it
It's like-
interesting. Make people want to buy it.
Yeah.
You
Spend a little
throwing
time on it.
this at us for the 10th whatever year it is in a row. It
And,
is
like,
just
look how corn
it's so
dog that
shit.
is,
There are
dude.
16-year-olds that run clothing brands now. I don't know if you've noticed, but if you scroll a TikTok feed for 30 minutes, you'll see brand owner after brand
imagine
owner.
if
These
every
people are
festival
making
shirt
money.
was a silhouette of people on stage, like a guy with a guitar and a woman with a microphone. And like, why does scootering always have to be a silhouette of a trick?
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Stop
wearing
it.
their stuff.
And also, like, you and your shorts and your knee pads and helmets, it just looks so little kitty corn dog. And then, ooh.
Yeah, and then all the sponsors on the bottom, it's what we used to say NASCAR style.
Yeah, totally, dude.
Yeah.
At least even like the Sovereign or Street shirt I have, they kind of like made them all one color, you know, and it just made it a little cleaner.
Yeah, they made a clean job of it.
And a similar size, like one logo's way big.
Yeah.
I'm so glad he pointed that out.
They're not interested in buying absolute garbage like this anymore. And trust me, you are never, ever, ever going to get away with selling something like that. Plain, boring, and simple. No one wants it. Exhibits. This photo is from like 2013, bro. They got the Scoot Mag, teeny tiny crisp scooters. Look at all these crisp scooters, bro, when it was peak. Look at this, man. A photo from 2013 showing exhibits. Okay, well, I mean, we'll see who forks over $1,500 in today's climate to get in on this amazing event that no one knows anything about or why we're giving money to it. File sharing. Access to an online portal where you can download images and video content for your own use. Yo, guys, we're going to send you the Dropbox link. Standard procedure, you know. Yes, here we go.
So
Sponsorships.
Like something that should already happen. They're like, you're going to get
so
that.
Confusing. The simplest way to kind of review this slide, they're asking for a lot of money. And the things that they mention on this slide, you should pause and just kind of read through each one. The things that they mention on these slides as benefits that the sponsor is going to obtain by paying all of this money, right? None of these benefits have any working examples shown in this document. The live stream that they keep referring to, again, they just have a photo of some random live streaming
I was thinking that same thing. 2 flags.
Scenario. Okay, there's nothing
Not
to do
at
with
skate parks.
what
So
they've done as a.
like they're in a warehouse somewhere. Like where the hell are these flags?
I'm
if
into
they're
it.
Not at the skate park.
If they have flag poles around the park, I'm super into it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like 6 Flags.
And then we
walk
do
in
oh
and-
my god, we do a whole little ceremony of us putting the flag up
That okay. I'm down with that.
with hags singing like some kind of like Italian, you know, opera style.
Yeah. And when the rider goes, they have like a shot zooming in on that
We
rider's
got, we got
flag.
Josh rubbing his John Deere engine, you know.
Yeah.
Raising the flag ceremony.
Yeah.
Live streaming
Yeah, I'm sure
company.
it's one of those little stupid banners that they have at everything. It's just
It's the one on the pole that like bends in the air.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
stupid.
yeah.
What moments they've shown or how. Anyway, there's none of that, right? They refer to the content on the websites, which the website is not live. Logo on merch. Who's gonna buy it? None of these benefits hold really
Such
any
a fat
value
gap,
to
too.
most
It's like a
people.
$5,000
You know, I'm looking
difference
at this and I'm
between
like, well,
exhibit and
that's a
gold,
lot
but
of money.
only a
And you know, I'm not getting
$3,500
clips
difference
that.
between gold and title sponsor.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And what does includes olive gold? I get now. Yeah, it's like an olive gold. What does that mean?
Let's just look at what.
2 banners and 2 flags. Should it say at skate park? 2 staff
MC?
passes, non-riding.
Dude, MC shout outs. Come on, bro. This is
And
well
social
worth it.
tagging, dude. We know for personal experience, people don't do that most of the time.
And 4 staff passes, I should get as many. If my company wants to show up 10 deep, I should get 10 deep worth of passes.
Yeah, dude.
I
And
should be
like, what
telling
does
you
that
how
even
many I got wrong.
mean? Like, what? So I could like step on your grassy field? Like, where does everyone go if you don't have like? To me, a staff pass is the exact same as just someone showing up at the park, being like, "No, what's going on over here?" and walking around the grounds to look at stuff.
And you get, why don't they just say you get 3 booth spaces? Because clearly the 30 feet is in one direction. Can I pick which 30 feet I want? I want to go that way.
Yeah, I want to go north, south,
Yeah, well, what's up?
diagonal.
All right, let's keep going here.
I can repurpose out of it. I'm not going to get
Also,
a
why
real.
would you need 30 feet? So you just have all this extra space?
I mean,
You know?
Andrew, when Andrew does it at SD, his booth usually, because he's like working on people's scoots and stuff.
Yeah, you have a reason to have more space, but
Yeah.
like most people, and nowadays when like in the early days of scooter comps, you could actually like sell product and make money. Like that's how Hella Grip got started out, was like Epic Jam. We would sell some t-shirts and grip tape and make a little bit of money. Nowadays, like if you're a huge sponsor, why are you wasting your time trying to sell like 10 decks at a booth?
Yeah.
So like really, what do you need? I mean, even when we would go to X Games as kids, there'd be huge brands there. They didn't have a 30-foot booth. It was still like a 10 by 10, and like here's
For the
some
most part,
stickers.
for the most part, yeah.
For the most part.
For the most part.
Why do you need a 30-foot booth? For what?
You're doing an art installation. Come on, bro.
Or short for my brand of my
there
rider
is
winning
something,
that's
but
going to
when you
get,
think
you know, a
about what
couple
people
million views and
exhibit-
sell me some units. No one's going to get any of that because the things they're promising are things that they don't do well. So why would we throw money at it? Commercial opportunities available for those outside of the scooter industry. They may claim that they're aiming this at companies like Nike and Monster and, you know, big commercial companies, but they're never going to achieve any sort of deals with these brands that I've mentioned when they can't actually deliver any of these things that they've promised, right? Where your funds go. $30,000 prize pool. This was the same promise made in the Havasu document, but again, in actual reality, only $15,000 was distributed amongst the rider competitors. So half of what they promised was actually given out. The world's best judges.
Dude, that's crazy.
My goodness. Who are they?
World's best.
Oh,
Dude.
Yeah, we can't say.
I've judged,
What a proclamation!
Havasu
Just the
before.
world's best judge.
Not, but you judged SOS, which
Yeah, this was an official.
and I mean, world's best when it comes to a street contest. That makes sense for you. Now, if you were doing a park contest, I would even be making fun of the situation. I'd be like, Addy's.
Dude, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'd be like, I don't know, look pretty cool. I would just judge it by like, did a combo trick. Also, they're missing an apostrophe there.
But in a street scenario, I think you are the world's one. You get, you know what I'm saying?
I could be up there,
Yeah.
but also it's like, what does that even mean? Like, that's not a title you want. I'm not gonna go around like,
I'm the world's best
I'm
judge.
one of the world's best judges.
Oh,
Would you
man.
like to go home with me?
I put that in my little profile.
Judges.
Right?
Never
I
mind
should-
who
yeah, I
they
should
might be.
resume
They're
that.
the world's best
I should've put that
judges,
in my
guys.
pizza resume.
Trust us. What the fuck? Marketing. Whoever made this document potentially got paid. This is part of the marketing. Who are you paying for marketing? Because it ain't scooter riders. They're the ones who should be
Right,
marketing.
so
the
true.
influencers. You're not paying any
And
of
it's
them.
just
They're
like
the
a
ones who should be
word
marketing. Who are you
map
paying for marketing?
splatter
Your
of words.
content on Instagram is literal trash. Learning to draw with your left hand, trash. Who is getting paid to post this absolute garbage? You realize that all of these tags are getting you shadow banned. Whoever made this on Photoshop literally had to edit it so close, typing little boxes as, you know, they were filling up their monitor, and then they zoomed out and was like, yeah, it's all there. Yeah, it's all there, and it fits in a square. Done.
Can't see anything.
Oh, brother. This is detrimental.
What
Every
was it?
time this page
don't know.
posts 1,000 scooter riders just up and quit. Year-round
Oh, that was
promotion.
one of their posts on that Instagram.
Staffing, spectator stands, film and photography, social media content creation, safety, security, trophies and medals, branded merch,
Safety.
digital
Like,
event
well, now
scoring,
there's safety.
music,
Take my money.
live stream. Please give us 100,000, they said. We'll spend it really smartly, they said. Oh, would you
freaking-
look at that? It loaded this time. How about that timing? They can't even get their story consistent, can they? Look at this. Since 2011, the sport of the scooter industry. In 2012, it began with a passion. So yeah, you could...
That's good. That is some good right there.
Good.
Nice, Brad. That was some good work right there. Yeah.
I mean, making like I've done pitch decks a lot that like get sent out to you know, big networks. The fact that like someone got paid to do that, but then they're advertising like the marketing when their pitch deck, which is like your first introduction to their marketing, is so bad. Like it lets you know how the whole thing is going to go overall as far as marketing the brands that are paying them that money.
Yeah.
$10,000.
Mm.
You could
And it
contact...
doesn't even get into like who remember, like maybe this is it for the end of this, but who really remembers the sponsor of anything?
Yeah.
Like they don't. It's
Unless-
just,
unless
oh, yeah,
it was
the
us.
ISA thing. Yeah, if it was like, oh yeah, when Heligrip had the Heligrip Bowl Jam and it was its own separate thing, they'll remember, oh yeah, the Heligrip Bowl Jam.
That's why-
But no one is remembering the title
Yeah.
sponsor even,
Yeah,
let
yeah.
alone the little exhibitors of these things. It's a donation. And if you want to, and that's for us, we do it a lot. We know us being a sponsor of a jam isn't going to grow us in popularity. It's more of just a donation to the scooter world. You know, like give us a shout out.
To
You
the community,
probably
yeah.
won't. put our name on a flyer. No one looks anyway because it's just the same smattering of
That's
brands
why
down
Anton
there.
did a good job, bro. Shout out to Scan, because 4 of the major sponsors got 4 of the spots. It's your spot. That's a genius way of going about it. It was the Heligrip S rail. It was the Aztec Captor rail. It was the parallel shotgun rail over. Shotgun rail over the gap. Like, it was the proto bump to hydrant or whatever they called it.
Yeah, tuba.
I remember all of that. You know what I mean? Like, it stuck with me. That's good marketing.
Yeah, and it probably wasn't everyone. I'm sure we're like, oh yeah, that weird S-rail thing versus like the Heligrip S-rail, but it has way more of a chance of catching on than just the same smattering of logos down at the bottom.
Which they also did it with the Hype Jam.
I mean, even like Tilt being the title sponsor of the first SOS, like, do people remember that?
Yeah, you just said it. I didn't.
Well, because like I was involved in it.
Who was the title sponsor in the last one? Aztec? Aztec? Because they premiered the video?
Oh, maybe.
Was it Aztec?
I only remember it was Tilt because like they involved me from the beginning as a judge. I know that it was Tilt, and I have the shirt. So it's a constant reminder.
The Vault did a good job with those contests. I hope they continue. Those were fun.
No, they did. In the grand scheme of contests, like theirs is one of the better ones.
Yeah, it's fun.
But they likely will not respond to you. Let's check out the lists. You can't even look at it. Okay. This section is currently being updated. You're goofy. This is obscene. So these are the people who are in these roles.
You're Donald.
And refusing
Disney
basically to
joke.
answer any questions or do anything of the sort, basically. Samantha Dieter, she's the head of the United Scooter Association and
Never heard of her.
president of this.
Never heard of you.
Katie
Who are
Kachat,
these
I don't
people,
know this
bro?
one.
Never heard of any of these people.
Bless you. I hope you had a nice day, and I'm sorry that you're having to watch this.
And they
Has
all have their
said
own
in,
federations.
I think,
and
I don't
why is
know
it
much
like,
about
how do you
these.
decide if you're an association or a federation?
They're both called Kaz.
You pick. You just decide which word you like better. Ad. Come on now.
Dude,
Interesting.
right? At least
kind of
someone
buzzy.
called themselves
Yeah,
Scoot or
again,
Die.
sorry that you're having to watch this, and but also do your job. Darren Hughes.
I'm not sad that you had to watch this. If you're watching us,
Dude,
thank you for your watch.
yeah, I really appreciate it, and you deserve all the feelings you're having right now.
And thanks for not including us in any of your shenanigans. We
Seriously.
appreciate it here at Heligrip.
I would honestly, I wish people would send this stuff to us though, just so I could laugh about like how bad it is.
This is the owner of Monster, the one who would know everything there is to know about the ramp situation, and we have messaged him and have been ignored. Do with that what you will. Darren, if you...
He's got, look at the photo of Darren up there in the top, right? He looks like a bucket of fun. Hey!
Oh, Darren Hughes.
Get out of here, Darren. What are you?
Oh, I can see now. Yeah,
Hey!
he's in his like warehouse.
We're hanging out. We're hanging out.
What is that? Action Daz is his name.
What did Brad write to him? Let's see what Brad wrote to him.
Oh yeah, I meant to look at that. Is this being hosted on the same skate park? So true. Who are the judges? Wow. And the big thing, so good.
watching this, just write us back, please. Dustin, that's the guy that did the Europe final recently, and to his credit, he's a 25-year-old man, and he did more things right than the United Scoot has or the ASA has done for quite some time. Yes, his broadcasts are stupidly long. They tried. The quality's there. At least the commentary was re-editable, right? If I download that stream, I can get clips out of it, right? Brands can get clips out of that live stream. They can get something out of it. Whereas the ASA broadcasts and or other broadcasts, the Havasu final, were just, the quality was all over the show. The live stream cut out consistently and none of the re-recordings are any good. So no one can get anything out of that. Dustin, on the other hand, actually did, a much better job. If you're trying to cut the corners to save on the cost but still check the box, just don't do it. Cut it. Don't make it. Make a really good highlight video. And if you can't do that, bro, there are so many other solutions. You can just record the comp, and then edit it on a multicam. It would take a couple of hours. You post it as a live stream with edited transitions, edited score sheet. It's actually really easy to do. There are plenty of guys that know how to do this stuff, and you would know because we've been making it for you for fucking years, and you're not recognizing the fact that you
I like
are
that
built
idea,
on
though,
our
posting it
success
later as a
as
live stream,
spreaders of the
but then
good
do you
word that is
behave like it's live? That's what I was confused about his comment there. Do you act like, oh, this is going on live right now?
Well, you do the live stream. Maybe the live stream's 3 hours. Then you take that live stream and you cut it down. Like Brad's saying, you take out all the dead spaces. You take out all the jibber jabber that wasn't good. And you make a clean cut that's maybe an hour. You take the 2 to 3 hours.
That's what I figured. But then it's not like a live stream technically.
No.
It's like it's still like a live stream edit. That's why I was confused. Like, oh, do you pass it off as if it's live though?
Kinda.
Where he's saying like, oh, because then you have the scorecards, you could add graphics and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so that's where I'm a little like, wait, what? Or is it like you're saying you have the edited thing with the actual live people speaking, and then you just add graphics to it to kind of enhance the live stream.
Yeah. A little bit of both.
You silly people. Just because you throw these events doesn't mean that you're the ones upholding longevity of the...
It's wild that Canada has 2 names and Europe only has 1. Like, no offense, Canada,
oh, yeah,
but
like 2 people
Canada,
on it.
Your population, like if we go by population, shouldn't Europe have multiple people and Canada only have 1?
Dude, yeah.
Am I wrong to say that? Like, that doesn't add up. It seems to me, just being real here, it seemed like all the English-speaking countries are taking control, all the Westerns, and then they're like, okay, Europe, you get 1 guy. You get 1 guy for all of Europe? That doesn't make any sense, man.
Yeah, and like, what do you think their Zoom meetings are like? I would love to be a fly on the wall for like these meetings that they have. Like, what is this just a bunch of like 60-year-old moms?
Yeah.
No offense to moms or
60-year-olds or
60-year-old, but like, who are these people?
Never heard of any of them.
Who the hell are they?
Never heard of any of them.
And like, I would love to hear them like just talk about scootering and how they see their world or how they see the world of scootering. Granted, it is very different from our world of scootering. There are like kind of
yeah, totally.
And it's not even necessarily like park versus street. It's more like just weird competition world rankings. Like it's super Euro-y, like F1 kind of thing.
It's like it's like wannabe corporate versus underground, and we're still underground.
Yeah.
And they're wannabe. I don't even want to call them corporate because they're not. They're wannabe corporate.
Yeah, it's like they want to be the X Games, or like they were saying, like this is what Olympic. I forget what
the
term
Olympic
they
throwout
used
is the dumbest thing ever. Yeah,
dude,
it's
seriously,
stupid.
the dumbest thing ever.
All right, we're super close. Let's just finish this up, then we can talk.
Scootering will
Scooter
never
industry,
be the Olympics,
you're not. Okay, trust me, you're far from it. Okay, Canadians. Yeah, I don't know anything about that anymore.
Hey, look at that! Look at that! 2 United States, 3 for Australia, 1 for Europe, and 2 for Canada. Let me just point something out to everybody real quick. Australia's population is almost equivalent to just California. Just California.
Yeah.
Y'all get 3 people? 3.
Yeah, right. And when it's usually held in Spain anyway, you think this would just be like a bunch of Spanish people organizing this.
In Canada, man, like half that country's snow.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
What's going on
there should be
there?
one. It should be like Peasley on that list, and that's it.
Sir Alex Peasley.
Seriously, hire Peasley, if you're watching this, and he will make
I'm
this
sure you're all lovely. When you step into these roles, you need to be held accountable for making the mistakes. Okay, and not fulfilling all of these empty promises. When you keep making them repeatedly, you know, you're recycling the same document. Here, we're gonna give out 30 grand. Here, we're gonna give out 30 grand. Oh, we only gave out 15 grand, but thanks for paying 100.
This just dawned on me. Brad's upset because there's no one from New Zealand listed.
Yeah, well, maybe they are because the top one is just United Scootering.
So was it United? I thought it was United States. Okay.
Yeah, so you just have United, which is like all encompassing, and then others are based off of region, and then there's just Scoot or Die, which is like its own.
Well, that was Europe.
Thing.
That was Europe, dude. He just like chose to. He almost was trolling his name. Yeah.
$80 for every session of practice, guys. We really appreciate that. Like, what are we talking about? You know, we want these people to be able to do their job. We want sponsors to be confident when
not
they throw
necessarily.
money at them. And we as riders
I'd rather they weren't there at
want
all.
to be on a platform that is showcased in the best possible way, because as they've stated, they have granted quote unquote acceptance within action sports. But I can promise you, everyone knows this. If you watch one of these ASA, ISF broadcasts for 5 minutes, you'll turn it off. And you'll go watch X Games, you'll go watch Fees, you'll go watch ISA
Watch
that was
these.
piggybacked on the back of Barcelona Extreme over and over and over again. You will never consume this shitbox content because it's not good. And because it doesn't get any viewership, we as a community don't see any benefits from it. Do you understand? Officials, I know you watch this because you all individually block me on Instagram. No one wants to respond to their emails. We always try to play it your way. And there's, you know, plenty more that we could talk about, and we will continue to talk about it. I will be interviewing Dustin from the European event, and we will get his experience. We will get his story on
So
what
tack it on
it was
later.
like working under the ISF and hosting a competition on their behalf. Like I said, the piggybacking scenario. Dustin put together everything on the ground, got all the people organized, put together the live stream.
That dude still worked for them, so he clearly was like, dude, I'll do it. I'll talk to you, but bro, you can't put me on blast. I still work here. That's the Euro dude.
Yeah.
And he's 25 years old. He's passionate about
He's on
scootering.
vacay, though.
He is a scooter rider himself. So he is one of us. He's a really important key player
One
in this
of
scenario.
us.
There needs to be more
One
people that
of
come out of
us.
the woodworks
One
just
of
like
us.
him. There are plenty of people that have been in my DMs
Sure to
this
give that
week
video
in the
a like
last
real
couple of
quick.
weeks talking about this. Now is your opportunity to take
Boom.
charge of the industry that you so love and behold, okay? Now is the chance for riders to take some sort of say back, have a voice in these community happenings, okay? It is so important, guys. It's so important. Look, that's it from me, Finn SB. I'll see you guys soon. We'll keep talking about this later.
Finna SB. Finna
Is
SB.
what I'm confused though. I thought it was just ISA. So did ISA rebrand as ISF?
Yeah, that was a couple years ago. Yeah.
Because I was like, wait, so is he saying like ISA is cool but not ISF? Like to me, it's all kind of whack.
He also had screenshots from some of the sponsors that he put on his Insta story of like Fusion, for instance, like telling them like, yeah, whatever, like, we're not sponsoring it, whatever. And he leaked. I don't know if it's a leak or not, because if they gave him permission, it's not necessarily a leak. But he had posted those DMs on his Insta story. I thought some of those DMs were going to be in this video, but I guess this video is 10 days old. So those DMs were maybe after this video had come out. He needs to, Brad, if you're listening, and I know you are, we need a part 2. We'll watch part 2. You do part 2, and we'll watch it here.
Well, probably the part 2 will come after the event, which is in October, I believe. Because then we could see like, okay, what did they actually do? How did the stream look? What did the website look like? What did the social media look like? How was that Facebook post? So yeah, maybe wait it out a little bit. But I did see Fusion was one of the top comments, and they're like 2 words, World Skate, and I had to go look it up. Is it World Skate?
Well,
Or something like that? And I was like, what the hell is that? So I went on a little Wikipedia dive. I'm like, yeah, it's true. It's all corn dog stuff.
I typed in ISF contest on Google just now, and it comes up with International Surf Festival.
Dude, that's the problem with all these acronym names. It's just like how WWF wrestling, they had the problem with the World Wildlife Foundation. With these little 3-letter acronyms, like, dude, Scootering's coming in so late to the game, it's already taken.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, is that why ISA turned to ISF, or was it like, oh, I own the rights, I'm not involved in this anymore, you guys don't have that? It's all dumb anyway.
I was just trying to find
acronyms are so old school, dude. Stop it with the acronyms. It's so heavy.
When's the championship?
And then you take your acronym and turn it into your logo. Like, from a branding perspective, I'm sick of it.
Okay, check it out. I want to go here. I can't click. Oh, I can click. Okay. Does it have? Where are the dates? Where are these dates?
North America, Europe, Australia. Is it go to the Australian one? I think that's the one he's talking about specifically, but like upcoming events. Yeah, October
Okay.
19th to Sunday.
Okay. There we go. Interesting.
I like how I had a time for one of the days, like to 8 o'clock, the
Wait,
hard cutoff.
They have a store?
Is there anything there?
No.
Damn, that's where you get that shirt, bro.
Check back this summer.
Isn't it the end of summer?
Check back.
People are
this
back in
summer.
school.
Yeah,
We're recording this September what, 3rd?
Well, also if you're the
September
world,
4th?
if you're the World Scooter Foundation or whatever international, summer changes, bro. Summer's different time
Well, yeah,
of year.
if you're Australia, right?
Yeah.
Like they're,
So our
they're
summer,
not-
Australia's summer, who's summer? Who's
Dude,
summer?
that logo is so bad. Do you
Alright.
not just see dicks? I just see dicks. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe that says something about me, but
a little bit. This kid giving
I
the
see like
pieces
a cloud, a poop emoji. Yeah, dude, and like kid picking his nose looking thing. Like, bro, do you look at the stuff before you post it? How much did they win? $1,000 for first place? Yeah, where's the money going? That's what I'm saying. These are just like some randos who like worked for some non-profit or corporate event. They're like, we could do this for scootering, and they just pocket the fees. Dude, another deck grab, like Superman deck grab. Yeah, it's a backflip. Like, dude, pick another silhouette. Oh, look, another one. Another upside down deck grab. As if that's the only trick in scootering.
Okay. There is 6, 9, 11 photos. And out of the 11 photos that they've posted, only 2 are of someone actually doing a trick. And both are flips, of course.
Yeah.
2.
Oh, celebration.
3 of the photos are just
And
people
then
holding
White
up
Trash
stupid
Willie
checks.
over
Yeah,
here.
this creepy shot of White Trash Willie, unnecessary. See you later, Will. And yeah, grape slushy. You know,
That's great.
dressed up like he's going to the rodeo. He's gonna be one of the clowns.
That would be
And-
cool, dude. That would be cool. I would go to see that.
I could see him doing that. I could see him in the barrel.
Yeah, dude.
Popping
I could
his head up.
totally see him in the
He'd be in the
barrel,
barrel.
dude.
He seems like he'd be
Get
in the
us
barrel.
tickets. I will go to that. That
Oh,
would be sick.
I really like this. Will had to make sure that he got in this picture. That's right. Yeah, Will had to make sure
dude.
he was in that picture with all of
Get
his
that money.
all of his Live Strong bracelets that he's wearing.
Wait, does it say for the... Zoom in on that one. Does it say the 3rd place is great prizes is how much he won?
Yeah,
He won great
great
prizes?
prizes.
They all say great prizes, and it's not photoshopped.
And the ladies want a little bit of cash.
Oh
Wait. Did they all?
No, it looks like... Wait, second got 1,000, first got 1,500, third got 500.
Okay.
And the dudes got great prizes. Oh, maybe that was just Am.
That was Am. 2 grand,
know.
5,000.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Overall, it was 15,000 is what they gave out.
I don't know.
So bad. Connecting the scooter community since 2012. Again, too, just International Scooter Federation. It's so like prestige worldwide.
And under up and coming events, we got a blank
And,
slate.
and look, and the logo, that one is like the NBA or the American sports ripoff logo with the silhouette like a no-hander.
That's not them. That's
I know, it's Scoot USA.
Yeah.
But dude, what's up with all the like American flag branding? Like red, white, and blue, everything. Like
Well.
respect America, but
Oh,
the Federation.
well, that's that. I think we could wrap it up here. That was fun.
Yeah, dude, that's a long
That was a long
talk.
episode. We've done our due
Due diligence.
I was gonna say that, but then it's like we didn't. We just watched Brad.
I just wanted to talk about it because again, we get these emails all the time, and like, and anyone who's watching this putting on a jam, I want them to know everyone's doing jams now. It used to be like 5 a year, now we get flooded with them. And again, most are chill. They understand that like, hey, we're just doing a little thing. Like, if you could throw us a little bit of cash, that'd be great, because now everyone wants cash. It used to be like, oh, just throw product. But still we get some that are like, bronze, silver, gold, give us $500. I'm like, dude, no way am I giving you $500. And then I see the event and it's like 10 kids at your skate park, not even a real jam.
But the thing is that
it's like, dude, we want to support you, but like, be reasonable.
What if they came back at you with an actual like, here's some images and stuff from the event, even if it is only 10 people, let me see the feedback. The thing I've noticed is they hit you up for the jam 1 year, for instance. Doesn't matter, whatever city.
Yeah.
Then they hit you up a year later, and it's like, yo, dude, I didn't see anything come out of that the year before.
Right? We got that once. If there's one person, so they're gonna know who they are. Of all the jams we've sponsored, one person finally sent us an image from the jam, emailed me, and was like, here's what it looks like, so you're gonna know who you are. Dude, you're literally the only one in the last 10 years who's ever sent us anything.
Remember when you were a kid and you had a birthday party? Maybe, I don't know if this still happens. And then afterwards,
I know what you're talking about.
You're
I know where you're
supposed
going.
to
Hell
send
yeah.
a thank you card, right? Maybe to the people that gave you presents.
Yeah.
I feel like some of these jams, if they want to keep it going and make it an annual thing, they need to send that thank you card, aka an email, with maybe a couple images. Say, hey, here's some images, and if you really wanted to do a good job, you go, here's some images of your riders or whatever.
Totally.
Feel free to use these to promote the jam. Let's, make it a full. It doesn't matter. We can go off about this for days.
I love the thank you card reference. As a kid, though, I hated it because I would get the thank you card. I'm like, what is this? Is this another birthday invite or some money? And you're like, thank you card. God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're so right, dude. Like, the bare minimum you could do. And that kid, I'm sorry if you're not actually a kid, who sent us that photo, like, it was a lower key jam. It was like just a little event at the skate park. And that dude sent that back. It's like, bro, we'll sponsor your thing next year.
Yeah.
But
it's also about
do it.
It's about building relationships. Like, we got a good relationship with so-and-so, so we're going to continue to sponsor that jam because they've been always cool, so forth, so on. So, I mean, I don't know. This is on a way bigger spectrum, too, though. The ISF is a way bigger thing than what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's just, it's part of a pattern I've noticed as more and more people host events. I'm like, dude, like, do they realize that now they're not one of like 5, they're one of like 100
and name the
jams going on. And like, dude, we just dropped $500 on this thing. Like, we have a tiny budget.
Yeah.
And like, I feel bad. Like, they almost don't understand that, like, sorry, we can't sponsor.
But you got to think, like, what are the big jams that you're willing to sponsor? It's like, when it comes to America, it's pretty much at this point, Chicago's been doing a great job. The boys out there. And
then the SD comp.
The SD comp's dead. I
know, but back at like a few years ago, that was it. It was like Chicago Jam.
It's like
SD Jam.
Epic back when we first
LA,
started.
maybe.
Epic was a good one. Like,
yeah, LA.
We were doing it here. LA Jam's been all right, but it's switched. Originally, it was Razor the first few years, and then now the Vault dudes have taken over it. It's kind of switched hands. I mean, so is Chicago.
Paris is done.
Yeah, Paris is done. So
they don't even ask us for.
Barcelona Jam seems like it's popping. That seems like a good one.
Yeah.
You got to get on the radar. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna put on a jam, you kind of have to. That first couple years, you really got to do something special if you want to keep the sponsors coming.
Yeah, I agree, dude. Like, first of all, like, do your own. Like, you don't. If it's your first time jam in your little town or whatever, or big town, like, dude, you don't even need to have cash coming out. Like, raise $200 and do that. Like, maybe get more, or get your local shop to sponsor. Start hitting up the big brands, like on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th annual, when you have something to like show.
Build.
We sponsored one. I'm not gonna name them. They didn't even have it. They just pocketed the prizes.
Yeah,
and they had a reason. Yeah. It was like you know,
yeah.
stuff happened, but like, and that's okay. I even said like, dude, are you sure? And they didn't even send an email like, bro, we had to cancel it. They just hit us up the following year, like, give us again. I'm like, well, what happened last year?
Yeah.
You know.
Now Josh wrote something that he's incorrect on, and I'm gonna correct him.
Damn.
He said Chicago Jam, oldest, biggest, and best. I don't know if it's the oldest. I mean, by dates, my Chicago Jam longest lasting. But I'm pretty sure we had the Hyphy Jam. The original Hyphy Jams happened before Chicago Jam even was a thing.
Yeah, and now that there's been another one,
and we brought it. It's back, baby. It's the longest. It's the longest jam now in scootering. Is Hyphy Jam.
Yeah, it was Paris, which is now.
And
Coalition.
Paris might have been the biggest at one point in time too.
Oh yeah, that was nuts.
I would say Chicago is the longest lasting. Longest lasting would be the thing I would say.
I mean, it's up there. I would put it at like, I mean, you could argue definitely that it's now the oldest. Yeah. Like continuing, although they've switched organizers.
Street Jam tier list. Someone just asked.
That's not a bad idea.
That's not a bad one. We might have to do an episode. I'd have to
Street Jam tier list.
I'd have to make a whole thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying, dude. In the last 3 years, it's gotten insane. It's like we get so many Street Jam emails now, and part of the reason, like, I wanted to talk about this, not that I imagine maybe 1 or 2 people that are organizing the jams will watch this episode. Like, people need to realize there's so many jams now, and that's also part of the problem. They're not promoted all that much. No. I don't think they're even aware, and that's the thing. You're like, give us money, we're gonna do all this promotion for you. Dude, nobody even knows you exist, bro. Even though I know you're not gonna give us a shout out, and half the time they put the flyer out and then they ask us to sponsor. Or dude, I gotta point out, if you have a title sponsor like so-and-so Street Jam and it's a brand, why do I want to sponsor it? As a small company, you've already have your sponsor.
Especially if I'm not gonna have my riders in that town. Especially if I'm not gonna have my riders in that town. But
I'll just put out like the Tilt Street Jam, and then like I'm sorry to use Tilt here, but like, and then like what? Then you throw Hella Grip there at the bottom. Like, what purpose does that serve?
Yeah.
Like, you're the sponsor. Be the sponsor.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, they're looking for product, dude, a lot of times, but.
I think that's the thing. It's really a lot of it is it's that there's a ton of them now, and most people don't want product anymore. They want cash, and that's why I get a little more like, bro, now that you're asking for cash, and you're now one of 20, 50, however many are there. I'm saying 100 because I'm sure most people don't hit us up. Thank you. But they need to know. But again, though, we're not like, we want to support. If we had a huge budget, we would love to give out to everyone, even though we know you're not going to actually shout us out, put up a banner, but funds are tight.
Yeah.
Funds are tight.
J Money keeps saying that there's new Long John Silver content. Where? You didn't send me anything, Josh. Did I get? Hold on. Let me see if I got a text before we wrap this up.
Good.
Yeah, no. Jeez. I got nothing. And Toy just got here late. Toy, you're late. We're already ended. You have to go back and rewatch it from the top.
You know what? That's a good one.
Well, there is no new LJ footage coming out this episode.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I got nothing.
We'll save it for next. And I think next week's episode or later this week. Oh, Brad's here. Brad, you gotta restart the whole episode.
Damn, dude.
You're way too late, dog. We just did a whole.
The time difference, dude.
Yeah, we did a whole episode on it.
Thank you for doing this, I guess is what I'll say. Thank you for posting this, because this is like, Tubi and I talk a lot, like every day, and I bring up this issue, or similar, not specifically ISF, but like, it's been boiling my blood lately. So I when I saw this video, I was like, bro, we gotta talk about this. Put in my own 2 cents. Even though it's a little bit different, I'm just more going off about how there's so many jams now and they all want stuff and they're not doing as much, even though we'd love to support everyone, versus like the shenanigans of ISF. Anyways, this is the end. This is probably our longest one ever. We've been going 2 hours.
All right. This is what.
Wait, didn't we watch this already?
Wait. Brad's saying something. Quickly do me a favor. Search. Okay.
After the Long John Silver's cat. We did watch this video. I swear to God. Yeah, it's the old one, but I'm so down.
Yeah, let me just copy and paste what Brad just asked me. Okay, I'm gonna play this. This is a shout out to J Money.
Sunshine. Sunshine. Who wants fishy? You want fishy? Fishies wants fishies too.
Loves fish from Long John Silver.
Get it. Get the fishy.
All right.
That's gold.
Wait, now
That's gold.
let me get a new. Oh,
I bet Brad's cat Bree loves Long John Silver's. Or LJ's as they say down there. I hear, but I don't see.
all right. This is what Brad wants us to watch. He's requested us to watch this before we end, and I think we should do it only because we did just watch a half-hour video by him. That's the whole episode.
And made it into a 2-hour video.
I'm gonna mute this music though, just in case.
We're already getting demonetized.
Yeah.
Mary Riley. Oh my! I think we need audio for this.
And we won the 14 through 18 youth and the unrestricted youth.
Tell me more about that horse.
It is, I believe, my second year owning him. I absolutely love him. He's adorable. He is.
is that a dog?
Wait.
Background?
Brad said, don't watch this.
Is this the wrong one?
Oh, he wants us to He wants us. Yeah, Brad, I could do that for you. I'll retitle. I don't think he liked the title.
I've ever owned. No brain cells, but we love him just as much. No brain cells, no thoughts behind his eyes, and I think that makes him all the more adorable. But he's just a solid, great horse. Loves his job.
Whoa, that was
You can't
harsh.
say that about the
That was
horse.
harsh.
The horsies, bro. They're pretty darn smart. They know. You see those? I'm offended.
Brad wants me to retitle the video to ISF versus World Skate. I know, but I was going for the clickbait title here, Brad. The you versus ISF.
You could do clickbaity as well.
Because then I was gonna put
What did I say earlier?
You wanted us to change it to Brad's video is called. Where are we here? Brad's video is called "Dear Scootering, You've Been Warned," and you wanted to change it to something funny like
you've been warned again. Sincerely, Hellegrip.
Yeah. You've been warned again. Sincerely, Hellegrip. Yeah, that's pretty good. That wasn't the video Josh wanted, but we'll save your video, Josh, for next week. We got a cat eating fish. That's all that matters, right?
That's pretty good. There's weights and fish.
Weights and fish. I don't know. I don't think that was the right video, Brad, that I just played with the horse lady. If there is some kind of content to that or reason for that, leave a comment and let us know. That was weird.
Yeah, everyone go comment on that video. It had 0. I think we need to give him a boost.
On this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll leave a link in the bio.
It had 1 like.
It's got 78 views.
Virtual horse.
Oh man, that's definitely gonna get flagged. The song was definitely well.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Well, dude, we cursed a lot. We had.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get that 5 cents from the 200 view. Who knows? This could be our first 300 view.
Brad, bro, you actually looked it up. I mean, yeah, dude, you asked me to. You said, do me a favor. I'm gonna do it. Come on now. What are we?
I want to see these 25 most beautiful horses. Look at that mane and tail.
Okay, so maybe there's more to this video because he said that'll be funny in time. All right, Brad's working on episode. Brad, now that you're here, stay here for 1 second. Make episode 2 where you show the leaked DMs, the one from Fusion and all the people you got. We'll watch it on the next time we do it.
No, we were doing part 2. Like, I want to see. How they do the whole event, like when it's all said and done. I mean, it sucks because it's 2 months from now, but.
Yeah, that's true too. That'll be part 3, Addy, or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Dude, I'll watch them all. I appreciate it. It's
yeah,
good content.
keep them coming, Brad. Keep them coming.
Good content.
We're here to rewatch them and make content out of your content. So
yeah,
we're double dipping.
A circular economy.
But next week, what I was gonna say earlier is next week, producer Trevor already has a whole episode written for us for our, what do we call it? Where we are this year, or something stupid.
Oh, 2023 so far.
2023 so far. We have a new episode with some banger videos in that. So that will be the next week's episode.
Nice.
Till then, thanks everyone for watching. Brad, we
Brad, if you
appreciate
could do a
it.
Long John Silver's review while you're down there, we want to know how it compares to America.
Oh yeah, Brad, rewatch this
Josh,
video.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we linked you some fish spots. We want to know how this is. It's all over New Zealand. So there you go, buddy.
Yeah.
We need to know how this fish and chips is.
Yeah. Oh, dude, stay away from the mussels though. That looks sketch. Looks sketch. Am I right, dude? Fast food mussels?
And this sandwich, like, how much white sauce is on that? I know
That's a lot
Jay
of
Young's
white
loving the
sauce.
white sauce. He's a huge fan.
Yeah, dude. And fries on that like dirty ass table.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's been sealed.
Yeah. LP.
Yeah.
I don't know an LP. Okay.
Lemon and pepper?
Lemon pepper drink. Yeah, nice.
Lemon pepper drink? I mean, it looks like a lot of lemon pepper.
I'm
here.
surprised they don't have a merchandise for us to
Yeah.
purchase.
Dude, you could probably get the truck at the event. At the ISF event. Book your food truck. Bro, I will fly down. Wow. Okay.
All right, we're
going too long.
out. We're out.
Yeah.
We're getting hungry. We'll see you guys next week.
I hope you appreciated my thing here. Brand shout outs.